Hello, this is Olio, and this is short for olla podrida, and I need to explain what that means. It's a Spanish for rotten bowl, it's a Spanish Portuguese dish with pork of all things, bacon, sausage, uh, pig's ears, and
Whoa! Did you say pig's ears?
pig's ears, yes,
Holy
yes,
smokes!
as well as chicken, chickpeas, cabbage, carrot, beans, and of course onions and garlic. In other words, olio is all sorts of things, which is why we have this wonderful woman here. This is Mary Jane Popp, and if you are interested in her email is popoff, Poppoff, at live.com. And if you want to learn more about what she's doing, go to KAHI.com. And so, thank you, Mary Jane.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Susan. Susan always used to be on when I did the new news at KAHI Radio. She would be on once a month to talk about the classic movies.
Yes.
And unbelievable lady. You had so much information, the back information about the movies. You are, seriously. Stuff that we never knew about the stars, as well as the show itself and the movie itself. And I used to love that. And of course, I loved it because you shared with so many people in Auburn at the library.
Yes.
And she would have the movie, and you do a little bit of an introduction at the beginning, and then after ask questions and everything. And that's what we need. We don't have a whole lot of that anymore. They just throw the movies at us and hope to kind of throw the stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
Okay, we don't do that.
No,
we don't do that.
No. We tell it like it is. You may like it, you may not, but hey, you're going to hear the truth.
Yeah. Okay, and you are back on KAHI.
Well, I've never gone away from KAHI.
Oh, excuse me.
No. Going way back, this is 2007 is when I went to KAHI, came to KAHI. And it was so funny because I worked at several stations in Sacramento for obvious reasons. In this business, you got to keep a job, so you keep moving. Moving target, that's the old thing. And I talked to Jerry Henry, a good friend at that time. We had lunch, and he said, I want you to come up to KAHI and be on the air. I said, well, what do you want me to do? Well, he said, do a talk
what you
show.
Want.
That's exactly what he said. He says, you've had a lot of experience in radio and television. Just come up and do anything you want, except don't get me sued. And I said, I think I can do that. I've had enough years in this business. I'm not going to get you sued. So I started, and it was so funny. It was the 2007, and that was the 50th anniversary of KAHI Radio.
Oh. Okay.
And so I got there in September of 2007. In November of 2007, we celebrated that 50th anniversary. Yeah. And we had a ball. Jimmy J, who does Rewind in Boston, flew in for it. We had a big cake. People would stop by and say, oh, we listen to this, or we like that, and KAHI is our station. And I thought, I love this. I love the idea of the one-on-one, because a lot of the stations that I work for, including, KFBK, some of the big ones, television, KCRA, they had the front door was it was locked, not ours, it was like, come on in, let's talk. And people would stop by and say hi. The only thing I used to tell them, please look at the red light. If the red light is on, please, I'm on the air. You have to wait till we get off the air. But over the years, I have loved being at KAHI. I really, and now we're KAHI, KAHI, 950 AM. Plus, we're also FM 104.5. So we've expanded to radio, and the idea of television is also part of us, because for the July 4th, 250th anniversary of our country, we did a video.
I saw it. I saw the pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
You should wait till you see the video.
Oh, boy.
And you're going to see it on ACTV too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've talked with Philip, and he said, yeah, they're gonna carry it.
Oh, great.
So we're sending over the final cut because they've tightened it up a little bit. When you have
good.
Well, when you have a parade,
oh yeah,
there's always a little break and little crazy things that go on. And I loved it. But you were flying by the seat of our pants. All we had was a list of names, but they didn't have any numbers on the entries, so we couldn't follow along with the numbers. But that's okay. Rain Knoll, who is now our sales manager and also promotions manager, he's the son of Ken Knoll, who is my partner in buying the station.
Oh my!
Matter of fact, that's how it all happened. Of course, Jerry Henry got to a point where he just needed to divest himself of the station. It's a lot of work for an independent station, for any station, but an independent station especially. And Ken and I always talked about, I just hate seeing the independent stations go away. It's terrible. When I first came to Sacramento,
so that's what KAHI is
it's an independent station. Yeah. Okay. And when I came to even Sacramento, when I first came in 1979, actually, no, sorry, 77, and there were 23 stations. Now they're like Zippo. They've all gone or been bought by corporate.
Yeah.
And Jerry Henry, God bless him, he said, I don't want corporate to have it, because what corporate does is they'll take it over. Usually they just take the licenses and that's it, they close it down. Or they'll transfer it into some other kind of weird station where they can make money. I mean, I'm not faulting them for that, but we need community stations. It's so
we
important.
Need community stations.
You betcha.
Just like this one.
Yeah, like ACTV, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so when I found out about that, we talked to several people, and then of course Ken Knoll, I've known him for years. He had his own studio in Sacramento for many years. I did a lot of projects with him, television projects. He started the Sacramento Film Festival. He did movies, the whole thing. Well, he moved down to Albuquerque because he had family down there that needed him. So he and his wife moved down there. He has 2 kids up here. Ken Knoll is the father of Rain Knoll, who is now our sales manager and also promotion.
Okay.
So anyway, to make a long story short, which I never do, but anyway, have fun with it. I called Ken. I said, Ken, we can't let this happen. What do we do? He said, well, let's get together. Let me look at
and you can help.
Yeah, well, and he knew everything about finances and what to do with the station and all that. And so one day he calls me. I was in shock, and I don't get in shock very often. Believe me, I don't. I've seen it all and done it all. He said, let's buy the station. And I said, what? You wanted to do what? He said, you and I are going to buy the station. And he said, we will make it bigger and better than it ever was before.
And have you done that?
We did.
We did.
We bought it last fall. We had to go through all the FCC, and don't you love it? You have to have a lawyer in Washington, D.C., and he had to have a lawyer down in Albuquerque to get all the paperwork done. Then it all got turned into the FCC. Then they go through, complete check, not only of the station, but the personnel and the new owners and everything. Finally, it got through, and of course we had the shutdown of the government for a while. So that pushed it back. But April 15th of this year, they finally said, you're done.
Oh, all right.
The station is yours. Papers are signed. You'll love this. Folks, I'm telling you, you would not believe this. The first day we had the station, our tower got struck by lightning.
Oh,
and I'm going, that's got to be a good sign, not a bad sign. That's got to be a good sign. We're going to be electricity at the station, and all that. So little by little, Ken eventually is going to be moving up here with his wife, which will be great next year. But right now, we're just getting bit by bit, adding more things that are going to be done at the station. We're not pleased. I got so many people that, you're not going to change the whole station. No. It's going to remain a news and talk station, a local station. The shows that are on now will stay with us, especially the weekend shows, like the KAHI Corral and the Garden Goddesses and Law Talk with Fred Penny. All that is going to stay the same. But we're going to add little tidbits here and there.
For example.
Little tweaking. Well, I'm still on. But my show is on Saturday morning and Sunday evening. Plus I'm now on Monday through Fridays from 7 to 8. So we're going to revise the schedule a little bit. I'll still be on. I used to do the news and then do my show after that. To be honest with you, it's tiring owning a station and trying to do everything and being on the air, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it. I'm going to be
Good.
doing it. But believe me, nothing major is going to change. It's all going to be for the good. It's all going to be, and we're going to be expanding, not only doing, you know, the talk and the news that we do. Of course, we always carry the Kings and the Giants and the San Jose Sharks. And yes, folks,
Hooray.
football will be back.
Yeah.
Football is back. Everything, you know, bad happened during the pandemic. Everything was upside down. Everybody knows that.
But everything is backed up,
It's-
back right up.
Settling down. It's settling
Okay.
down. So yes, we're going to be carrying all the football games
Oh,
again.
good.
And we'll have the coaches' corner and all that. But just little tweaks here and there. If people want to do podcasts, we are going to expand the station into doing not only you know, the news and talk, but we're also going to open it up so if people want to do a podcast,
Mhm.
they're going to be able to do a podcast with us. There are so many podcasts out there. It's unbelievable.
I don't know what a podcast is.
You set up your own little studio and
Okay.
you get out there and you start broadcasting and you put it up on the air. Of course, some people just love it because they have their own family listening to it. That's okay.
Oh, sure.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
You know, and other people you got to find the right, what they call search engines, so that people can find you. I mean, there are millions of podcasts out
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, I have another show that's called Pop Star Talk. And Ken and I did this together. And the technology that we have now, folks, I'm telling you, is unbelievable. Ken was in Albuquerque. Our engineer was in Albuquerque. I was in Sacramento with my own little studio at home. And we did a show called Pop Star Talk. We did 30 shows last year. And what I did is I went into my archives, and you're going to laugh at this, folks, I've still got cassettes, you know, from doing radio.
Cassettes.
Cassettes. I know. Some of it has been transferred to CDs. And the television stuff that I did, because I first started out in television. I didn't start out in radio.
Mhm.
And I still have DVDs with, people like Paul Lynde and Rock Hudson
Oh, my
and
goodness.
all this. Because I started out in Indianapolis. When I was working on my PhD at Indiana University, one of my professors said, you know, they're looking for a new host for a TV show in Indianapolis at WTTV, which was the number one independent station in the country at that time. This was back in 1974, a long time ago. And so I thought, what have I got to lose? I started out as a singer-actress. So I was traveling all over the country. I did conventions. I did the Voice of America, all of those things. I sang. And I thought, what have I got to lose? Were they going to say no? Big deal. You know, I just move on.
Yeah.
So I auditioned for the show. 9 weeks later, I got a call, and I thought, they're going to do some callbacks, you know, because who knew how many people auditioned for it. And so they said, come on in, we want to talk with you. I said, oh, okay. So I showed up, sat down, and I was talk about a naivete, you know. I was so naive about television. I never did television before. I never did radio before. I was on the shows, but never, you know, hosted or anything like that. So I thought, well, they're going to just ask some questions. And they said, oh, are you interested in doing the show? And I said, yeah, sure. They said, okay, well, if you want it, you got it. I went, huh? You know, what does that mean? They said, well, you'll host the show. I thought, okay, God, I'm going to be a star. I'm going to host the show. And then they said, oh, by the way, you have to produce it.
Oh!
I said, well, wait a
Oh,
minute,
my
wait a minute. What does that mean? You know?
You're going to be behind.
Yes. So I went home and started researching what does that mean to be producing the show. Then I learned you got to get the guests. You got to start, you know, getting PR agencies to send you things.
That's tough.
Find out what's going. It was in Indianapolis,
Yes.
so who are the stars going through Indianapolis, so I can get them on the show, that type of thing. And then you also have to have a director's cut, so you know, a list, so they know who I was going to have on the show, how many people on the show, when are the breaks going to be on. And I went home and told my husband, I think I'm in trouble. I really think I'm in big trouble. But
it worked, right?
It worked. Oh, and by the way, I had 2 weeks to put it on the air.
And you did it.
I did it.
And how long did you do it?
4 years, and I got bored.
4 years, and
Yeah.
you got bored?
I got bored because at that time, this is 1974, women were not supposed to be doing controversial topics at that time on the air.
But you did.
Oh, I did. And they used to make me tape it ahead because this was a live show. It was a live show, which was great for me because boy did I learn. I'll give you an example. Okay, I did a show with was it Johnson and Johnson? They were having representatives going around, females, and teaching women or telling women how to learn how to fish so you could go with your husband to a fishing trip. And I thought, what the heck, bring her on. Well, my producer was also a fun guy. So he gets these two horses, wooden horses that they use for construction. Yeah. And he puts an actual boat on these horses. And he said, we're going to have you guys sit in the boat. And that's where you're going to do the interview there. And I went, what the heck, I was young and stupid. I didn't know. And he puts big Klieg lights. Philip would know about this. Big Klieg lights in the boat.
Oh, silly.
To light us properly. Well, it worked out.
Okay.
And it was about 4 minutes or 5 minutes before the end of the show. Well, my producer got this strange idea because we had a green screen behind us. So it looked like we had a lake behind us and all that. It looked really good, actually. Well, he gets on the floor with a bucket of water. And he starts splashing the water into the boat to make it look like we're really on a lake, Well, it was like 2.5, 3 minutes left in the show. And he hit that Klieg light with water. And it blew up, literally, on fire. And it was behind my guest. And the poor lady froze. I think she thought she was shot. And she just froze. And I thought, I got 3 minutes. I can't stop talking. I've got to keep talking. So I finished it to the camera. I talked about what we're going to have in the next show. And thank you so much for being on. I learned a lot. I'll tell you, when they said cut, you never saw a female move so fast in your whole life jumping out of that boat. I had sets fall in. I had lights blow out. But it was the best experience I could have had doing a live show.
Yes. And so what you're doing now is
a breeze.
A breeze.
Compared.
Yeah.
But no, it is. I love doing my show. I do a lot of research. That's one of my things. People say, you're anal. Yes, I am. I mean, I call my guests the day before. Don't forget, this is the time, this is the show. Because, I learned early on. Sometimes they don't show up. Or they forget. Or, they mix up the times because I talk to people not only across the country, but actually all over the world. I mean, I've talked to Australia, the UK, Sweden, Norway, you name it. I've had guests on for my show, which is great. But again, there's a time difference, and it's bad enough in this country, with our 4 time zones. Having others is like 8 hours, 10 hours. They have to figure all that out. But over the years, I mean, I've been doing this for 5 decades.
Yeah.
And, by the way, the Pop Star Talk is still up. If they just Google Pop Star Talk, it'll come up. And we used the shows that I did years and years and years ago. And we used bits and pieces from those shows and talked about what they're doing today, if they're still with us, or if they've passed on. I mean, I've had more fun. I didn't even remember what I asked these people, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. I'm not going to remember all that. And it was fun doing that because we could then talk about what our feelings about those people were all about. Ken and I had always some experiences because he worked a lot with, a lot of the stars too. So it has been a really wild ride for me. Because I went from television to radio to television to radio to singing I sang the first national anthem at the King's game, the very first King's game.
Oh boy! Wow!
Because not very many people will sing the national anthem with no background.
Okay.
No background.
Have you done it on TV?
Oh
no,
yeah. On KAHI
Radio.
Oh yeah.
Have you?
Yes, I've done it on radio, and we did it. I've done it live all the time. They always call, well, you could do the national anthem. I always can judge the national anthem when anybody does it. If you hit the high note, and I mean the high note, not the regular, but the high note.
I know.
If you hit the high note, I know you got a good voice.
Yes.
And every time I said, if I don't hit that high note, I'm not doing a good job.
Yeah.
So, but, and you'll laugh at this. When I did that national anthem at the first King's game, I had laryngitis.
Oh,
Of all things to get, before you do this.
Yeah.
And I thought, I throat stuff, anything that I could get to gargle or whatever. And of course, I made it through. I mean, I sang through it. You can sing above it. I mean, opera singers do it all the time.
Sure.
But then, for 2 days after that, I couldn't do my show because I had lost my voice. But I love it. I mean, I used to do for the Carmichael Parade for 20 years, every year. I would go and sing God Bless America.
Mm-hmm.
Then they would dump me in the car and take me to the staging area, and then I would ride in the parade and everything. That's why I was so glad we could do the parade here in Sacramento, in Auburn.
Yeah.
Sacramento, I've done some parades there. They used to have the St. Patrick's Day parade and those kinds of things. But I always had fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like. Why do you think I'm wearing red, white, and blue?
I know why you're wearing red.
Yes, because I was in red, white, and blue for the parade.
Yeah.
For our Auburn parade, and it was great.
Yeah.
And it was the first one. We've never done video at KAHI before, but there's going to be a lot more of that.
Good.
Yeah, a lot more. And I love the idea that we've got ACTV. Because that's the way I started out.
Yeah.
And I love seeing the local stuff and people that we know or walking down the street and say hi to, and yet they're doing a show or they're doing something special, and we can know about that with ACTV. Okay. Well, that's what we're going to do with the AM and FM station that we've got at KAHI and FM 104.5.
Yes. Yeah. Good. And
I'm sorry, I can't stop talking.
Well, that's your job. That's your job, girl.
Yeah, that's true.
And the message I've gotten from you is that you want people to come to tell people, to tell other people through KAHI.
You betcha. As a matter of fact, we want feedback.
Yes.
Tell us what you would like to see on KAHI and FM 104.5. Give us an idea of some of the things that you would like to hear and see and be a part of. That's the one thing Ken and I, we talked about that before we bought the station. It's like we are not the only ones who are going to tell you we'll give you some variety.
Here. This is for we have.
Yes.
But you guys.
Tell us.
You guys.
And feedback.
Give
us feedback. That's what we're here for. We are your community station. 2 of them,
Yeah.
Plus we do the video now, and we had a ball. The setup for the parade was incredible. We set up by the clock tower, and we had 3 directors' chairs, and we did interviews with everybody. We did the whole parade. And did interviews after the parade. That's what we want to constantly do. I mean, we'll be there for the Christmas parade, and I think there's a couple of things in between. So if there are other events, let us know about it. Chris in the morning, he does our morning show and news, and he has a lot of the community things on, and we feed him all the different kinds of things that are happening and on. I'll be doing it. Are you ready for this, folks? I'm director of programming. And I'm also, I love the title that Ken gave me, ambassador to the station.
Oh my.
Isn't that impressive? I was impressed when I got my cards. And I said, what does that mean? He said, that means you're going to know everything that's going on. You'll be out there with the folks. I said, yeah, that's what I love to do. I love people.
Yes.
And I love to hear their story. But I don't go after only the event or only the issue. I want to know about the people. I did that with all the stars that I did. And I've interviewed a lot of stars over the years because I used to do them at Music Circus too. When I was doing television, I was on Channel 31 and I was doing weather. They hired me to do weather and I went, I never did weather before. Hey, it's California. It can't be that bad. It's not like the Midwest with tornadoes or the East Coast with hurricanes. So anyway, I had a ball doing that, and I would do the features. That I loved. I mean, I did bungee jumping. I've ridden elephants. You name it, I've done it all.
Okay.
So
if somebody wants to come to share something with you,
call me.
So pop off at
Oh, that's the website. I mean, that's my email.
Email.
Poppoff@live.com. POPPOFF at live.com.
Yeah.
Or give me a call at the station, which is 530-885. You got that? Okay. 5636. Leave a message for me.
5636.
36. Yeah.
Okay. The phone number for KAHI.
Yes, ma'am.
530-885-5635.
No, 5636.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
5636.
That's the station number, and it'll tell you what extension I'm at.
Okay.
Leave me a message. I'm willing to
Yes.
listen.
It's like being here. I got here 25 years ago, 23, something like that.
Well, you love what you're doing.
Yes.
Why would you want to stop? Everybody asks me, wow, at your age and you're buying a station and you're still doing your talk shows? Yeah, so,
Yes.
I love it's my whole life. Why would I want to stop?
Sure.
And I love meeting people. I love being with you. I can meet all these wonderful people that I have on the show.
You learn a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I never stop learning.
And you find people and you learn about people and it's fun. It's amazing.
And sometimes it's difficult because I don't always agree with everybody.
Really?
Oh no. I get the controversy. I don't push my opinion on you, but if you ask me, I have no problem giving you
You'll
my
tell
opinion.
me.
Yes. I don't like it when people say, if you don't believe the way I believe, you're dead to me. No, that's not right. That's not what this country is about. Our country is you have an opinion, you share an opinion, and then you compromise. Whatever happened to the word compromise?
Mm-hmm.
Compromise means that neither side is going to be happy. Neither side is going to be totally satisfied. And so what? We're working together for the betterment of our country. I know they always say, well, our country is this. No, we have the greatest country in the whole world. But don't let it fall. And it can. Democracy is a very delicate thing. When our forefathers and mothers,
you hear her,
and
yes.
mothers too, by the way, they were part of it. It was delicate. I did a whole article because I also write for the Messenger Publishing in all their newspapers, like 25 newspapers. It's called, like my radio show is called Pop Talk, and my column is Pop Talk. And I said all the things that I learned, and I went back and did research on the Declaration of Independence. Actually, did you know that the Declaration of Independence was not signed on July 4th?
Mm-hmm.
It was signed on July 2nd. And then that it also took, they didn't have cell phones. And they didn't have computers.
They didn't. Why not?
They had horses. It took 6 weeks for King George III to even find out that we had a Declaration of Independence. But they fought. They gave up their lives. I mean, each of them had stories that we are giving up everything. They gave up. They had a target on their back because of what they were doing in founding our country and the revolution. And they could have lost everything. If we would have lost the revolution, they would have been hung. They would have been dead.
Oh, wow.
That's it. It would have been the end of it. But they believed, and that's we got to get that passion back in our country. Believe. Yes, you have opinions. I have a lot of different opinions on the show. I've had people who I totally disagree with, but I'm willing to listen.
Yeah.
And then
They have the right to talk about what they're.
Think that's what this country is based on. But democracy is delicate, and we've gotten to the point of on the very edge of a precipice. Don't let it fall over, because once it's gone, it ain't coming back, folks. It's not coming back. So fight for it.
Yeah.
Fight for it to have it, and not only for us, because it may not be around that long, but for our children and our grandchildren and their children.
Yeah.
We don't want democracy to fall. We don't want people to take it away from us. We fought too much for it. We fought the Revolutionary War, and then the Civil War, and the World War I, and World War II, Vietnam.
And others.
My husband was a Vietnam vet.
Uh-huh.
He's passed away now.
Yeah.
But I was so proud of him because he didn't run. there were a lot of people who did run.
Mhm.
Or they found a way out
Mhm.
of getting out of being in the military, even though they should have been, because we had a draft then. But he didn't. He said no, and he went through. He became a second lieutenant. He went through OCS, which was the old OCS officers training, and he retired. He stayed not in the regular military. He stayed in the reserves for 29 years, and he retired a lieutenant colonel. So I was very proud of him.
Yeah.
But he had the same kind of gumption that I did. He was a Leo. I'm a Leo. August Leo. And Leos don't give up easy. We fight for it.
Even if you weren't a Leo, you would.
You could be, but I literally I said, and folks take this the right way. I was born. The doctor slapped my butt, and I couldn't shut up. That was it. Ever since then, I've been talking. But anyway, it's been such a pleasure to be with you on the show.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So, if you are interested in being involved with,
Please.
Yeah,
Please.
call her 530-885-5636, or
Email me.
Email her Poppoff, Poppoff @live.com. And if you want to learn more about KAHI, KAHI.com.
And we also have a Facebook page.
Okay.
And also, by the way, the parade that we just did and all the video and all that, it's going to be on ACTV. And it's also on our website. We actually streamed live on both the radio station and the TV, both radio stations, and our Facebook page. And it's also going to be on YouTube.
Oh, neat.
So we're expanding slowly. We don't want to do things fast because you don't do them well if you do them fast.
Okay.
So we're taking one step at a time. But I'm telling you, KAHI and FM 104.5, it's going to be growing like you won't believe. And thank you for letting me come and mouth all this stuff.
Wonderful.
I enjoyed it very much. I love you, Susan, I do.
Well, I think you're so pretty neat, too.
Oh, I like that. I'm pretty
Good.
neat. I'm going to go around. My next show, I'm going to say, you know what? Susan said I was pretty neat. So,
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for coming.
My pleasure. Invite me back. I'll be back.
Oh, good.
I got more to tell.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Thank you very much, and I will see you later.